Learning objectives. In this tutorial, we will learn data wrangling and manipulation. Before we understand what is data wrangling and manipulation, let's first understand various problems in data. Please analyze this data. Employee table here has columns such as first name, last name, age, gender, salary, AB, and dummy column. When you closely look at this data, you will be visually able to analyze certain problems in data. The first problem that we have here is having a wrong data. Martin Prabhu's age mentioned here is 200, which is highly impossible, and on the other hand, Mary Com's age mentioned here is 0, which is again not possible. Second problem we have here is having an empty data. The third problem we have here is having null values in data. And fourth problem is having dummy columns in data. We have now understood what problems we have in data. We can solve all these problems with the help of data wrangling and manipulation. Data wrangling refers to the process of cleaning, restructuring, and enriching the raw data available into a more usable format. This will help the scientist quicken the process of decision making and thus get better insights in less time. For writing a code in Python, you will need an IDE. I have installed Anaconda Python and we will use Jupyter Notebook for this tutorial series. You can check link in the description to download and install Anaconda Python. Let's now open Jupyter Notebook, click on Start, search for Anaconda prompt, open Anaconda prompt, type cd space working directory. I will copy my working directory and paste it in the command prompt. Ensure you keep your data file in the same folder. In my case, we have emp.csv file in the working directory. It has same data which we discussed on slide to make you understand concept better. Now in command prompt, type Jupyter Notebook and this will open new link in Chrome. Click on New and click on Python 3. This will take you to a new tab. You can type your code here. Some of the basic keyboard shortcuts you should know are: press Escape to enter into command mode, press B to add cell below current cell, press A to add cell above current cell, press D twice to delete a cell. Let's now import Pandas library and save data in CSV file to a variable tbl_m. Let's now see some of the useful features of Python. To select first 10 rows in table, you can write table name.head and in bracket 10. To check total number of rows and columns in a table, you can type tbl_m.shape. To check data type of all columns in table, you can write tbl_m.dtypes. To check data type of one column, you can use tbl_m in bracket age.dtype. To check data type of table variable, you can write type tbl_m. You can check here data type for the variable in which we stored employee table is pandas.core.frame.dataframe. You can check distinct values in a column by using tbl_m gender dot unique. You can see here that gender column has two distinct values, M and F. Python is a very popular language when it comes to data analysis and statistics. Luckily, Python provides statistics module which comes with very useful functions like mean, median, mode, etc. Using mean, we can calculate average of a numbers. Here mean of 6 numbers mentioned on the screen is 18.5. Median function in the statistics module can be used to calculate middlemost value from an unsorted data list. Steps to calculate median is first sort the numbers in an ascending order and then calculate the middlemost value. In Python, we can do this easily with median function. Mode function in Python gives you value which appears most often. We have now understood most of the basic features. Let's use them on the table to get rid of the problems in data which we discussed in slide. The first problem we will solve now is we will remove dummy columns from a table. The second problem we will solve here is remove outliers from data. We will first use Seaborn library which beautifully shows outliers in a box plot. Dot on the right hand side shows the outlier with the value of 200. We can filter this data and take out outliers from it. Let's consider that our company does not keep any employees above age 55. Let's filter this using code. tbl_m in bracket tbl_m dot age less than or is equal to 55 closing bracket. This will filter out all the employees having an age greater than 55, and we can see Martin Prabhu is removed from filter data. Next problem we will solve is we will replace Mary Com's age 0 with null. We can use replace function on column name and replace any 0 values with null. We can now see that we have replaced 0 with null. Next thing we will do here is we will replace null value in age column with a mean of age column. To calculate mean, we can use dot mean function on column name. This will store mean value in variable mean_vl. Then we can use column name dot fill na and fill na with mean value of age. We can now see in filtered data, null is replaced with mean value of age. Similarly, we will also replace null in salary column. We can now see that we have also replaced null in salary column with mean value. You can ignore all the warnings in red as these warnings are coming because we are working on a copy of data. Slowly in the upcoming series, we will also learn how we can project the salary of an employee.